Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going, with the 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Looking to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Miles. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. And they'll drag him down after a good return. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Illegal block back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Godet. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Quickly complete. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
Touchdown, Tigers! bigger. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami.
Still running at the 40.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now on 1st down after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy completion. Tackled immediately after the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this.
Nothing but green ahead at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Miles. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he intercepts it. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately. Interception, bad decision by the QB there.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Miles. They're working that left side. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll play it safe and try for three. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. The uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds a man by himself. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
They're bringing heat. Got his man! And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield, it's Miles. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's DeMarco. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Offense gets set for second down. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, give them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
On third down, going up top. Using the quick game. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to turn the corner on the right. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They move the tight end all over. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to pass, it's Miles. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it on the left. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Miles. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, you get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Miles. Flips it out in the flat. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Abraham. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Miles. He's right on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first. Listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.